and today for our art project we're going to be making leaf print shirts. So everything that you need for this is a pair of goggles, some gloves, your bleach water mixture, so it's about half and half of each, and then you'll want a dark cotton shirt. I just have black today. And then you'll want pieces of nature as well. And then if you're doing it on a table instead of like outside on the grass or on concrete, put down like a garbage bag or something like that. So the first thing that you want to do when you're making these shirts is make sure that you have your protective goggles on. So I'm going to slip them on my eyes. And then the next thing is you want your gloves on. So doo-doo-doo. Oof, so tiny on my hands. Oh. And the other one. And then you just want to make sure that you have like a pretty biggish space so that you can lay your shirt out flat. I'm gonna make sure it's straight and then just sort of lay it out like that. And the great thing when it comes to like leaf prints on a shirt is, you know, with like regular tie-dye or reverse tie-dye, you're just sort of folding things, so you don't always know how the pattern might turn out. But when it comes to these types of things, you get to pick where everything is and how it's going to look. So you just sort of lay your nature out however you want it. I'm going to put that there. This is kind of a big one, so maybe I'll put that there. I'm just gonna, you know, doop-doop. And you'll just lay it out pretty flat, however you want. I might pull some of these off. Like that. And then before you bleach them, you kind of want to make sure that they're flat on the surface so that the pattern comes out properly. These are very okay.
It's real humid out.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll keep these off until I get to the bleach. So I'm gonna pull a couple of these off and just lay them down. Maybe put some of my pine needles that are all nice and dried out. And the great thing about doing this today is I don't really know how any of these different patterns are going to turn out, so it's going to be like very, very interesting. And we shall see. Okay, so I think that's what I'm going to put on there for now. So then I'm going to wipe my glasses off real quick, get my little foggies out, put them back on. Alright, so then you're going to take your bleach and water mixture in a spray bottle is the easiest, and you're just going to spray it over and around your nature, and you see that it like starts working super quickly. So you're just gonna, and with your gloves on, you can hold it down if it's not like flattening out properly for you, sort of like push it down right before you go, and then come this way so you can maybe get the outlines. You can spray like super close or kind of far away, and they do like different things. So, let's do this one. And we'll see what that does. So yeah. And then you can sort of sit and wait for a minute and see like how bright it gets yellow-wise. If you want to add a little bit more in one spot so it's brighter or not, if it's like darker or anything. So maybe I'll add like a little bit more. Oops, right there. And then
Can you spray it a little bit and then add something to it?
Oh, maybe.
Oh, I don't know. It just seems like a perfect spot.
See what it does. Give it a little far away spritz. See if it does anything different. It's always really good to do like a tester shirt if you're able, because then you can kind of see what everything does, and then you'll have like a more concise way of knowing what might happen. So once they've been sitting for a minute, you can pull them up. So this one went first, so I'll pull that up.
Sweet.
There. And you can just sort of see how, like, the leaves turn out. That one's a little drippy, but that's okay. And like this one, it wasn't sitting flat, so it didn't come out all the way, but that's okay. You just sort of, you know, you live and you learn. So this is like my tester shirt, and I see like which leaves work well, which ones I might need to press down more, and things like that. See what these little flowers did.
Those are cool.
Yeah, so, and they're all falling off. That's okay. But yeah, see, so that one's kind of like a good clover bit that you see. And then you have like this big old leaf. That one turned out real well. But if I wanted to, I could probably lay this back down, mostly over where it had landed, and then maybe like finish out the bottom leaves by holding them down, if I wanted to. Just gonna slowly move all this over. Doop, doop, doop. But yeah. And that is how you make leaf print shirts. And the great thing about these is they happen like really quickly, and they're super easy to clean. The longer you leave it out, the more the bleach will soak in. So you can leave this out for like 5-10 minutes, and then you'll just throw it directly in the wash by itself, and wash it like normal, and then you'll have your nice new shirt. So yeah, if you have any questions, you can put them in the comments, and I can answer them. And then I can also do...
Want to flip it over and
test her again?
see how the side that was sprayed looks if you just push that on it?
Oh, yeah.
That might be cool. I don't know.
Okay.
So we Googled another method.
Yes.
And
I don't know how to do this method, but it says you just spray
the item.
the item, yes. And then you just flip it over, and then you just sort of press it down, and it should go in. I think it works better if you do the ridge side, so we can test it both ways and see how it goes. We'll just hold it down for a minute. Maybe count to like 10, and then we'll
Oh,
throw
that's
it
pretty
up.
cool.
So that's how that one works, and then let me try it.
Don't spray at me.
Quick little sprays. We'll do it this way. And we'll just hold it down. And when you do this, you want to sort of press down really slowly so that it doesn't move around and sort of skew the end result, kind of. So you want to make sure that you're pressing down really, really hard. My gloves got a little bit on there, but just a little.
It'll add to the decoration.
Yeah, little extra oomph. And then we'll slowly peel it up.
It's pretty cool.
So yeah, like on this one you can sort of see like the ridges of the back of the leaf a little bit better. It's still really wet, so I don't want to touch it too much. Where this one, you just get like the outline stems a bit. So one is more defined than the other.
What kind of cool stuff are you guys gonna grab from nature to make your shirts with?
Try this. See what this one does. Have any of you ever done leaf print shirts before? This is one of my first times. Pretty standard and regular reverse tie-dye, but this is fun.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Just gonna have handprints all over this, and that's okay.
Oh, the fern I think might be pretty cool. It seems pretty
I'll do this
drenched
one.
already.
Yeah. I might have just broke one off, but that's okay. Nature does what it will, and that's why we love it. Let's see.
Ooh, that's pretty neat.
Yeah. So it's just really cool to kind of like explore the different things that you can do with nature, bleach, and a dark cotton shirt. I'm gonna try the back side of this. Do like one little
It might start getting just windy and loud in the background. There's a storm rolling in, and we're on the screened-in porch, so.
Hold it down.
Bird feathers. Crystal, that's a good idea.
Oh, yeah.
We talked about it, but
I couldn't really find any good ones. Bird feathers would be good.
if you try out the bird feathers, I'd love to see how that turns out.
Yeah. But yeah. Pretty dry, so if I touch it, I'm not like smearing bleach anywhere with my gloves. On my older ones, so. And then you can also tell that like these ones had more bleach on them, where these two sort of had a lot less. So it's always really fun to sort of experiment to see what kind of color you're gonna get out. I like trying to reverse tie-dye things like this onto different colored shirts, because once you bleach them, they sometimes turn really fun colors. Like I've had purple shirts that turn pink, but then I've also had purple shirts that turn gray. Like blue shirts turn.
Do we want to try that
white.
one blue shirt?
I do have a blue-ish shirt. We can try that one. So I'm gonna.
I can hang it up on the.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna let this hang up a little bit and let it sort of sit.
Ooh, it looks real cool too.
Yeah. Let it sit for a minute, and then I'll go and wash it later. So here's this one.
Okay, I'll take that.
All right, and I'll grab this blue shirt.
Do you think it's okay to put outside with the rain?
The rain will come.
One. Okay.
Okay. So we'll try this one and see what it does. What do you think? Should we lay them down or spray them and press?
Both.
Oh, okay. We'll start with laying it down. I'll lay it down this way so
I think, yeah.
when I press it, I'll have a nice. Alright. So this one, since it sort of sits up a little bit, I'm just going to hold it down right here with my fingers.
I'll hold it with the
that'll work.
the stick.
Maybe. Aha. Alright, and then I'm just going to start lightly. This one might take a little bit longer to change color, if it does at all. I've had some shirts that don't change ever. But you can kind of see it's getting gray? I can't really tell.
I can't tell yet.
It's like a purpley gray color.
Well,
Yeah. This one
the
might.
sound is cutting out.
Oh no.
I'm sorry. Sometimes if you stop watching and then refresh, it should come back on. Unless I'm holding my finger.
So I think that's good to let go.
Ooh, it's kind of turning like a purpley gray.
Yeah, so I always think it's really cool to see like what they turn. So you have that.
Can you flip it
super
over
cool.
onto the spot that you just sprayed around?
I could try.
I'm just...
It might just bleach it all into a blob though.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
So maybe we'll go like right here
There we go.
and just. So all I did was flip it over onto the side that I sprayed, and I'm pressing down just to see how it turns out. And it does see like it is a pretty cool purple color.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
So you never know what you're gonna get. Unless it's a black shirt. Those always turn orange.
Yeah, some of the purple pink ones are real cool.
And we'll press up.
Voila.
Yeah,
We'll
and
see
it's
what
a little
happens.
fainter, but
Oh, yeah.
it might soak in a little bit more. So
That's cool.
yeah, so we'll do a little fern.
Do love a good fern.
Yeah. Let's spray it here. Just 4 little quick spritzes. That's the word I was looking for. Usually when I'm spraying onto it, I let it sit down a little longer than when I press down onto it, just so that like little drips that might be sitting.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Just that like little drips that might be sitting on the leaves have time to sort of roll off, so when I pick it up, they're not all coming down. Sometimes you'll get 1 or 2, but that's okay. So I just let it sit for a minute, purple up, and then we'll flip it over. Any more questions right now? ideas?
Doesn't look like we have anything right now.
That's cool. Hope you guys really like doing this activity. I love a good arts and crafts and nature when they're combined.
Yes.
It's always a good time. Alright, so I'm going to slowly pick it up. Try not to let it drip. It did drip a little bit, but that's okay. Then I'm just going to flip her over. Press down. Try to just keep my fingers mostly on the leaves. And we'll slowly...
Ooh, it's looking pretty cool.
Yeah. Let that soak in a little bit more, because you can see this one got a lot lighter as we were sort of like working on these things. But yeah, leaf print shirts. Pretty great.
Just gonna kind of like, I don't know, all the little flowers.
You do like, might be able to get a couple of those in this spot. I can lay them out.
We're seeing how we can, this
Yes.
flower has lots of tiny flowers.
Let me see.
I want to see if they will, if they're too small to show up, or if they will or not.
Sort of. Maybe if I press them down.
Oops.
Alright, so we'll just press them so they're mostly flat, and then maybe I'll just do like a
Nice little.
spritz. See if it that works.
Give it a minute.
Yeah. Just want to let it darken it up a little so the bleach soaks in around. And the good thing about this is we sort of learned what works and what doesn't. So like my little pine needles didn't work that well. But this leaf worked great.
Yeah.
Ferns are also pretty good. You just gotta hold them down a little bit more. I let mine drip a little bit. That's
Have you tried like using varying amounts of bleach in our bleach concoction?
no, I pretty much always just do like the standard half and half. Because that's like the best way, because you don't want full bleach, because that'll
Right.
like eat the holes into it more. So sort of like when it's half and half, I find that I get like a really good bleach process happening, but then it also doesn't smell as bad with like the more bleach that I would put in it, especially after it's washed a couple of times. Because the first time that you do wash it, it is gonna still smell like bleach. But yeah, so I go for like the standard half and half. Some people do a little bit less bleach and a little bit more water, so you can do that too. It just takes a little longer for the process to happen. So let's see, where's my stick? See if my flowers worked. No, not here, they didn't. So it's a little harder because they're really light, but maybe, yeah. So you kind of got that one, but most of my flowers, I think they're too little, too light, and not easily pressed down. But it was a good experiment, and we love those.
We do.
All right. So that is how to make leaf print shirts. Any more questions? Ideas maybe? Oof.
And then just again to go over care instructions. So after this is done, lay it out to dry and then wash it in. Does it matter if it's cold or hot water?
No, I usually do cold water because that's just how I wash all of my clothes, and it works pretty well. You don't want to let it sit out too long. I never really go more than 20 minutes out, and then I'm like, okay, go throw it in the wash real quick. But just a standard wash and dry. I always do it by itself. Since I have two shirts, I can do them together. I just don't wash them with like my regular clothing the first time. But yeah, standard wash, standard dry, and then after that it's good to go. You can wear it, you can wash it with your other clothes, and it'll be perfectly okay. And then one more thing, even though this is just like half and half, you still don't want to drench it because it will eat holes eventually in your shirts if you just keep spraying and spraying. So just like a couple of spritzes and it does pretty well.
Yeah.
On its own. So yes. I hope you enjoyed this video. I always love sharing artsy things because it's very, very fun. If you have any questions, put them in the comments and I'll go and look at them. I hope you guys super enjoy camping this week and doing all the activities that we have for you.